Hey, right, so I've been meaning to do this video for a long time now, and when I say long time, I only mean like 3 days or so. But I've been busy slaying dragons and riding through elvish plains and all this stuff. So, and also I've also just noticed that I have a bit of a beard. It's kind of, I would apologise, but it's kind of hard to shave when you're, you know, going on quests for swords and stopping dark lords and everything else. And when I say this stuff, I kind of just mean I've been listening to Rhapsody, which brings me to the main plot of this story. This video. This isn't a story at all, it's just a video. This is going to be a video about me explaining and trying to convince you why Rhapsody has to be probably one of the greatest bands ever to hit this earth. Like, seriously, whoa. If you've seen my Why is Power Metal the best metal video, you'll know what I'm kind of talking about when I say what they are. I think I did that video a while ago, I can't actually remember. Anyway, so yeah, this band, right, brief summary of what they are. They're an Italian something or other. I think they're just an Italian symphonic power metal band. I'm just listening to it now. It's been going on for like the last 3 days. Yeah, Italian symphonic power metal band. Say that 5 times fast. And that's it. That's actually all they are. My friend Jacob will know what I mean when I say elf metal. Also with Jesse actually, elf metal, which basically sums up this whole band entirely. Okay, what makes this band so epic, right? There are so many bullet points I would mention, but otherwise this would be like a 5-hour video, and I seriously doubt you would watch it all. Although I know one person who would. Okay, well, one thing that makes them awesome is they were formed in '93, which makes them the same age as I am. The band the same age, not the people. Okay. And they were formed by their keyboardist, which his name's Alex something or other. Strapanoli? It sounds like a spaghetti, doesn't it? Staropoli? I'm going to say that. Starapoli. We'll say that. Alex Starapoli. And what's cool about this, right, is obviously you can't really make a power metal band without keyboards, because keyboards give off that synth sound, and you can do all sorts of funky things with a keyboard. You can make you can play something and it will come out in the sound of a choir. So boom, there's your epic intro right there, and the rest of it. Okay, one thing I need to go on about is we'll start with, you know, the themes of the songs. It's basically just, yeah, elf stuff. When I say elf, I don't mean all constant elves, you know, but they do sing about that kind of stuff, and unicorns and gods, like dark lord stuff. Like, it's kind of, if Lord of the Rings wanted a power metal soundtrack, this would be it. Well, speaking of Lord of the Rings, this band did an album called Symphony of Enchanted Lands. They actually did 2 of them, Symphony of Enchanted Lands and Symphony of Enchanted Lands 2. They're actually not related at all. They just thought, fuck it, we'll do it, we'll name it, we'll call it as, we'll just do that. Unless there is a reason. If so, I don't know what it is. Anyway, they got Christopher Lee to be... That's not Christopher Lee, sorry. They got him to, you know, narrate certain parts. And so the God man went on to do this thing, and then he came back with this prize, and oh god, it's like, listen to the song Unholy War Cry, and you'll know what I'm talking about, which was the video I was going on about in the power metal video. So yeah. And of course, you know, if you know who I am, I play the guitar, so I'm blown away by really skillful and fast playing, which is what the guitarist of this band does brilliantly. His name is Luca Turilli. Funny name. Italian name, I think. Luca Turilli. spelled T-U-R-I-L-L-I. So pronounce it however you like. And he's such a classical player, man. He'll do. He sweeps a lot. He does sweep a lot, which is very cool. A lot of 5 and 6 string stuff as well. So give him tots to that. And he shreds like. Even though that sounds like a couple of bass drums, but oh yeah, even the bass drums are just, you know, typical metal verse, really. Oh, how could I forget? The singer, man. Holy Christ. You think he would be in the opera. And when I say opera, it means, like, if you know what Dragonfalls sound like, imagine that, but a lot more epica. It's like, oh, that's another band, Epica. Yeah. Pardon me. It's very clear, and it's very precise, and it's so in tune. See, what does that sound like? It sounds like I'm going on some epic journey, doesn't it? Right. And, so yeah, he sings, and he's just got such an amazing voice. And, I'm going to try and do that one day, right? It would be like... So, they did a live album, which is great, because it really proves that, it's real. It proves that they do play like that, and it's not done by a studio. And, it's funny when he talks. Since he's not English, but he's saying English words, he'll say, like sword. We all know how it's spelled, S-W-O-R-D, and he'll say, sword.
So let's try one more time. Sword!
It's quite funny. I think it's quite funny anyway. Okay. Now, my main part of this band, right, I thought, okay, my respect for them has gone up. My respect for them has gone up pretty high. And then it went up even more. It went up even more when I discovered that one person in the band writes 95% of the music, right? But unfortunately, that person has left, and it's the guitarist. It's a shame. It's a real shame, man. It's like, oh, god damn it. Oh well. Anyway, beside that, it turns out that this guy, I'm pretty sure he was a frustrated novelist. Okay. The first 5 albums from the band, which are Legendary Tales, Symphony of Enchanted Lands, Dawn of Victory, Reign of 1,000 Flames, and Power of the Dragon Flame, right? Those first 5 tell an epic story. From track 1, each track on every CD tells a story. So, track 1 on the first album is the start, and track 10 or whatever on the last one is the end of it. So it's like, oh, you listen to the songs and it's telling you a story, the whole thing. It's called, this saga is called the Emerald Sword Saga, right? And I actually have a printout here of the summary of the first album, so I'm going to read that to you, alright? Okay. Legendary Tales, the first album. Legendary Tales is the beginning of the story in which the listeners are introduced to the Ice Warrior and his quest. The warrior begins his search for the Emerald Sword by travelling to the city of Ancelot. He finds the city in ruins with countless victims. Princess Arian had been captured by the forces of Akron, the Black King, along with several of the bravest knights. They have been brought to the city of Hargor, but the warrior does not know this. He thinks he has found the body of Arian and is very sad about her death. After a while, he sets off again and meets the army of Prince Arwald. They join forces and set off for the town of Elnor, where they will begin their search for the 3 keys of wisdom that will unlock the way to the Emerald Sword. The Ice Warrior, thirsty for revenge, is unable to rest when they arrive in Elnor and awaits what will come. Right, that is the first album. Track 1 to track 10 will tell you that part. It's genius! Like, that is so amazing! And then, when I thought, Jesus Christ, that's so cool, he did it again! I freaking did it again! They wrote another story called The Dark Secret Saga, which is a real darker one. And I have a printout of the first hour, the first part of the second one, but it's quite long. Should I read it? Okay, I'm going to read it to you. What if it would draw you in like it drew me in? Okay. Symphony of Enchanted Lands 2, The Dark Secret, is the beginning of the saga. We are presented with the story of the 7 black books written by Necron, son of the hell god Crom. The books, written with angel blood and then becoming indestructible, tell a part of a prophecy known as the Dark Secret. The prophecy would one day awaken the 7 demons who would open the gates to hell, releasing every kind of ancient monsters alive and dead. Necron would then be reborn to reign again in the unholy name of cosmic chaos, and this time he would reign supreme. A search for the books was conducted through the ages of 6 books. Sorry, not through. Oh yes, it was through. Through the ages, 6 of the books were found. However, the 7th book, containing the secrets on how to resurrect Necron, remained unfound. Nevertheless, there was still hope. After he discovered the black books, an angel named Arian had a vision where the gods of cosmic light told him now to stop the prophecy. Arian then wrote in his own blood the white book which revealed how to stop the prophecy. The book represented a threat to the hellish prophecy and to Necron's resurrection, and then in the age of the Red Moon, 3,000 years before, the lords of the Darklands won their battle against the army of the Nordic plains and found Arian's mystical book in Aenor's sacred halls. The book was then hidden in the Darklands in a place known only by the Master Wizard of the Black Order. There was hope, however, that the 7th Black Book held a clue as to where Arian's White Book was hidden, and so the White Dragon's Order, an order dedicated to protect the Enchanted Lands from the Darklands, was founded. A man named Iris Algor wanted to lead a search for the 7th Black Book. However, no one knew of a way into the Darklands. Iris Algor then recalled that Iris that told him to search for Dargor, whatever. Surely he knew the way. There were many objects to this, but Dargor was their only hope, and so Iris Algor, the hero, Kaas, Princess Lothan, and the elven King Tarish, led by Dargor, set out to find the 7th Black Book hidden in the caves of Dar Kunor. They took the path of El-Loria, the safer way to reach the Grey Mountains. At the beginning of the journey was full of wonderful visions. In the Dragonlands they found a lot of wonderful creatures, but after 10 days this sight was over, and when they finally reached the falls of El-Loria, the sunlight was over. Now they were near the Grey Mountains. The path was full of rocks, the air was cold, but Dargor led them through these dangers, and they also had to hide from the Black Order, the soldiers of Necron. That night, in a magic vision, the father of Dargor, Vankor, appeared to the Shadow Lord. He reminded Dargor that he was half demon, and now he was a betrayer. Dargor faced him, even when he knew it was the truth. Then, Iras led them to the mountains of Arenor, the only passage known to men in the plains of the Darklands. When they reached Hargol, it was time for Tarish, the Elven King, to find a way through the caverns of Dar Kunor's entrance. The journey was dangerous, but Dargor protected them those 2 days. Finally, they saw in the black and evil marsh there lied a passageway between the snakes and hellish mud. They saw the Dar Kunor River. Tarish knew that the only way through the black ice water. Tarish knew that the only way was through the black ice water. He dived into the marshes and soon disappeared. But he soon returned with good news. He had found the entrance to Dar Kunor. Symphony of Enchanted Lands 2 ends here, with the heroes taking a short rest in the Grey Mountains before entering Dar Kunor. That's the first album. That's the first album of that saga. I listened to the album, and it is brilliant. It is actually fantastic. You need the lyrics along with it, so you kind of can understand what's going on, but still, oh my god, that's amazing. And also, another quick thing I love about it is the folkness of it. It's like, there's just so many happy things, and it's like, you know, folk music, it's like all jolly and skip-like and all that. Okay, I think I might edit it there, otherwise I could go on for hours. If you made it this far into the video and you listen to those stories, I highly recommend you check it out and hear the rest of the saga. It's fantastic. Righto guys, I'm going to stop there. Thank you for watching. If you like Rhapsody, click the like button. If you like Rhapsody, subscribe to me. And because I think I'm going to cover Emerald Sword pretty soon, I managed to learn the most of it and it's pretty fun. Yeah. Amazing band. See you guys.